Hey YouTube, it's Eli, and um, today I want to talk about my period, and why I want to talk about that is because I got it today, so it's basically the reason why I sound like this, and I don't feel good. My stomach hurts, and I have a headache, and this light in this room is kind of pissing me off. And I feel kind of like frustrated and just I don't feel good at all. The reason I want to talk about this topic is because it's relevant in my life. It's a big part of not a big part of my life, but it's a good part of some of my dysphoria and things like that bother me. First, I want to say that because I pass pretty well, I'm sorry my hair looks like shit, but I didn't really do it this morning. I don't really care. I need a haircut anyway. For the most part, because I pass pretty decently, I can say that I don't have a lot of dysphoria. Not a lot of things bother me about my body because I can hide it really well. Especially now that I'm smaller and not as big as I used to be. So it's definitely easier to hide like my curves and stuff like that and my hips, which is great. It does get a little harder when I'm on my period because I do deal with bloating and stuff like that. So like my pants would fit tighter and my shirts would fit a little bit tighter and my binder hurts like fuck. Like I want to take it off right now just because it really, really hurts. It's hurting my back, only because my chest is kind of like grown out a little bit, so I feel uncomfortable right now. I don't feel good at all. Like I feel like I have to puke. But I know that's just my stomach, something that I deal with during this week. I tend not to eat when I'm on my period because I don't really have an appetite for anything. I usually sleep a lot. I try to take like Midol or like pain medicine so I don't have to deal with the cramping because it sucks. It hurts a lot. But I haven't taken anything yet, only because it just kind of started. I want to say it started on Friday, which definitely explains my short like temper, like being frustrated and being angry like really fast for something so little. So that explains a lot to me right now, just because normally not like that. I'm normally not the kind of person to just go off and just be like, wow, and all that shit. But when this happens, I'm not in the right state of mind ever. I feel like shit. I feel like it's that one reminder that I have a female body and it bothers me a lot. And I know I shouldn't really be worrying about this right now, and it shouldn't bother me either, considering that, I'll be starting T in 2 weeks, and that's fucking awesome. But it doesn't mean my period would disappear right away. It's gonna take a little time before that stops, if anything. So I still have a few more months of dealing with this shit. The reason I want to talk about this is because I don't feel like a lot of trans guys talk about, at least not like pre-T or anything like that, talk about it, and stuff like that. And like I said, the reason I want to talk about it is because it does affect how I feel about myself a lot. Definitely a lot. Whatever I feel during this week is so heightened, so like taken to the extreme, and it's not even like that serious, but like it just feels that way for me. Like it's always felt that way for me ever since I started, my period and stuff like that. Like I've always been that kind of a person that just like, don't talk to me, I hate you right now. And I really don't hate any, I don't hate that person, or I'm not really that angry at that person, or I'm not really that frustrated or that stressed out. It's just, I kind of don't really have a control on, like, what's going on down there, and, like, all the, like, hormones that are just kind of, like, running through my body, and what I feel, like, everything is just heightened, and I try to keep that in my mind, that the reason I'm irritated and just, like, I want to punch somebody in the face is because of my period. So I try to, like, okay, hold the fuck up, like, let me step back a second, because I know that I'm really not that angry, and that I feel that angry because of my period, so I need to chill the fuck out. But then, like, I know that, but then somehow that just, like, gets kind of, like, thrown out, and I just, like, there's no really helping it. I tend to like to sleep a lot and stay away from people, just because I do get really, really irritated fast, and I do, like, tend to snap on people really, really, like, just fast, and, later on I feel like shit because I didn't mean to, like, that's not what I'm trying to say, or I'm not really that mad. It's just like, it's my period's fault. And, like I said, I know, so I should be able to control what it is that I feel, but at that point, like, if I'm cramping, like, hardcore, even though I took 2 pills, and I'm just, like, really irritated, I don't want to talk to anybody. I kind of just want to be alone, because I know how I am. I like to take walks, to, like, really long walks, and that helps with my cramping, so that's a good thing. But just, like, the irritation stuff, just being on edge, that I haven't yet figured out how to deal with that. Just because I like to keep in mind that it's only a few days. This will be done by Thursday. I hope Thursday, but, like, so I try to keep that in mind, so I, like, kind of count down, but then that makes me irritated, because it's not moving, time is not moving fast enough to get me till Thursday. It's Sunday. I have, like, 4 more days to go. If anything, it'll probably finish on Friday, or early Saturday morning, or some shit, but, like, that's a long week from now, and that just, like, kind of drives me crazy, and I don't, like, I tried to get through this week as best as I possibly can, but it's never really worked out for me at all. My brother knows when I get my period, just because, not because I tell him, it's because he knows the person that I am when I'm on it is not the normal Eli, if that makes sense. It's not normal. I don't feel normal. I don't feel good. I feel like shit. Like, why me? Like, can't this be over? Like, it just makes me, like, I'm really excited for it to be finally over soon enough, but it's not soon enough. It's not fast enough. It needs to be right now. Like, I don't want to deal with this. I've never wanted to deal with this. I remember the first time I got my period, and my mom was so happy for me. She was so happy that I got it. She was so happy, because it was like her little girl was growing up, and it was like the most amazing thing that can ever happen to her. And she was so happy about it. And me, I wasn't. And, like, yes, I'm crying right now because it has to do with how I'm feeling, but it's like, she was so happy, so fucking happy that this was happening. And I remember standing there and not showing how I felt. I remember, because I was angry, I was really irritated and pissed off, and she said that it would be okay, that it was just a symptom, that I would be fine, and that I'll get over it, and I'll eventually learn how to deal with it and stuff. But, like, how? I'm 23 years old, and yes, I know that I'm about to start my transition, and that's fine, that's great, I have that in my mind, but right now, it's like, it bothers me. because I've never been able to figure out how to deal with my frustration, or how to like control how I feel right now because I'm on a period. I've never been able to. If anything, it just heightens how I feel to the extreme where I'm just like and like nothing can make me happy. Like nothing is just, I'm so like, and it's just like, it's frustrating, and it sucks. It sucks a lot, and I really don't have any advice on how to get through it. For me, what I have done in the past, stuff like that, is I tend to, which is probably a really bad idea just because it's really stupid, I tend to make sure that I have my pain pills, Aleve, ibuprofen, Midol, which is the best to take. And I make sure that I'm taking them every 4 to 6 hours because I don't want to deal with the pain. It just, cramping sucks. Like I can deal with the whole whatever the fuck I have to do in the bathroom for like 5 extra fucking minutes, but like dealing with the pain, I don't. I take pills. I make sure that I'm knocked the fuck up. If anything, the reason I'm not acting normal is because I'm so fucking drugged up on pain medicine, so I don't have to deal with it. That's pretty much how I've been able to deal with, 11, 13 years of having this stupid shit. And I really can't wait till it's over. I can't wait at all. Like, I'm really excited this is finally gonna happen, that I won't have to deal with it. But it's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. Not really anything important, I guess, but just something that I wanted to share, something that I kind of want to look back on too, because I'm not gonna forget it. Like, and I guess I more so just kind of wanted to share how I felt about it, because not a lot of other people talk about having their period and stuff, as far as like transitioning is concerned, like that, only because it does end eventually. But like, I'm talking about right now, living in the moment, and this is my moment right now, and kind of sucks, and I don't know what to do right now. I kind of just don't want to deal with anything. I mean, I would like to talk to someone, but not kind of in a state of mind that I am right now, because I know how I am. I know how I am when I'm like this. So that's pretty much it, YouTube. Have a good night. See ya.